And now it's time for the lights. Let's put them in the water. Heat 1A. Here we go. Here is Heat 1A, the UL 00 Trafficade boat, the Roxy 94.5, Hendrickson Irrigation Design, King and Bunny's Appliances, the Miss Boat Electric, and we know who's at the controls there, and the Lake Trash Apparel, along with the G17 boat. The Shucks Supply presents Venture Bank. We'll talk about G boats as well. That's Heat 1A.
Unlimited Lights Heat 1A is presented for Seafair by KIRO Classifieds, the most local classifieds in the Seattle area. KIRO Classifieds at KIROTV.com.
And keeping our eye on the clock, inside of 45 seconds. Chip, we turn to you. Kaylee Perkins, the top driver again this year.
She's not only a woman, she's a champion. She's a defending champion in this class and a threat every time out.
And Mike Fitzsimmons, when we look down the list, we also see a big name, Will Muncie, the son of the great one.
Will Muncie, of course, driving that Trafficade warning power.com, but Will Muncie has not had the kind of power to stay up front like his dad Bill used to.
And let's talk about Heat 1A. Here we go with the call of the race. Once again, Mike Fitzsimmons.
On the outside are the blown boats, the normally aspirated boats on the inside. That means that Kaylee Perkins is on the outside and coming down strong. She's only got one engine, according to the team, but she's got a good head of steam coming down here to make the start. They're across the line now, and Kaylee is getting a kind of a wild boat ride there out in the 3-lane chip, but she's still drawing them down into that first corner.
She is, but look at what's coming up on the outside. And I have to say that was a terrible start by all of them. They were all really, really late.
Kaylee Perkins, the red boat to your right upper corner of your screen, and she'll have horsepower to burn beyond the boat on the inside, the white boat on the inside there, and she now assumes the lead here. But as Chip mentioned, we're getting some action from the 13 boat, and that is J. Craig Fletcher over Tri-Cities. He drove very, very well, although he seemed to have a few problems, but he looks like he's putting the pressure on right now.
You're looking at Kaylee right now. What's great about Kaylee, if you look at that boat, how nice and level it is. It's not bow up, flapping in the wind. It comes up level and it comes down level.
Yeah, but one problem, Kaylee took the old course, the upper turn for the Unlimiteds instead of the Unlimited Light course, and so she's way off the mark now and has lost virtually three boat positions now as she made the long course, the Unlimited 2-mile course, rather than the 1 mile and 2/3 course. That error is going to cost her this race. J. Craig Fletcher is out front and on his way to the bank.
You know, J. Craig Fletcher's got to win this year. I believe he won in South Dakota, and he is really coming on. He's a great driver. He's fairly new to it, but man, he's getting results week in and week out.
He is. That was a big mistake, Pat. Unfortunately, she drove the big course.
Let me say also that it's not as easy as you think. There's a lot of buoys out there, and trying to pick out where your course is not really an easy job.
He went on the outside of Kaylee all the long way around.
He did, but he realized she was going deep. They go up into the upper corner to start the race, but they don't do it when they're actually in racing action. Okay, here comes Mr. Fletcher around for the end of lap number 2, and he is way out front. He has a commanding lead on the others. They were pretty confused, some of them, about what happened there in that first turn 2 encounter. And way back now is Kaylee. She has drifted way back and is now in 4th position.
You know, when you're behind a boat that goes the wrong direction, it really is unnerving because you think maybe they're right and you don't know to follow them or to believe in yourself.
In fact, now I don't see Kaylee. I believe that she may be down in the water here. She may be dead in the water, and they had only one good motor.
That's Jay Fletcher that's down there. J. Craig Fletcher was leading. He's down, and now we've got a new leader.
I think Kaylee is out of it also, however, because I'm not seeing her there in the front runners. We're looking at the smaller boats now as they come through.
Look at outside, Mike. He's really coming on the outside.
And that's the 18 boat. That's the G boat. And that would be Dustin Eccles, who's got the lead on the outside there. That's a great battle coming through here. You get the checkered flag. Let's see what happens here as they come down. Eccles on the outside in the 17 boat. Looks like he may have just enough beans to do it. He was a late qualifier. Whoa, gets a little sloppy, but he gets a checkered flag too, and that has to feel good.
That was all horsepower because he had a long way to go around, but he did it fairly easily. So that boat's making a lot of horsepower. That was a pretty crazy race. People not knowing where to go, people breaking down. That was a tough one.
That was, and we have the two top boats that managed a couple of laps. But Kaylee is down in that south turn there, turn 1, and then Mr. Fletcher also down just about 500 feet north of her. So the two real hot boats in this one just simply did not perform. One by error and the other apparently by mechanical attrition.
Maybe we can see where Kaylee went wrong here. She was looking, although everybody was late, she had a good lead, but then she kind of lost her way. Here Mike, go ahead and pick it up there.
Well, at the start here, everybody is supposed to go up into that unlimited turn 2. And here you see Kaylee going up as the boats made their start. She went out the long course, and everybody else, of course, went around that regular upper turn for the 1 2/3 mile course. There you have 3 boats in front of her all of a sudden when she was leading.
You know, I tell you what, I can't think of a worse heat. You break down, you make a late start, you go around the wrong race course. This is going to be a heat that Kaylee will try to forget quickly.
and this, guys, is from the driver who is leading, right? She's at the top of the standings for the Unlimited Lights.
Yeah, her and Paul Becker, I believe, are tied for points. So this is disastrous for her, and this is a competitive field. It's not going to be easy to make the final unless you at least finish the heats.
Well, after all that we have just seen with this race, and so here is the official finish to Heat 1A. The U11, the UL89, Trafficade, and Venture Bank in Heat 1A of the Unlimited Lights. Did not finish, included in that, the Miss Boat Electric with Kaylee Perkins. When we come back, we're going to go unlimited racing again, Heat 2B, after our incident just a few moments ago. Stay with us.